We're back again. Hey, here we are. Get right to it. Raid night was fine. Thank you for asking. Saw some new prog. Getting pretty close to clearing the end of that raid. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Having a lot of fun. I'm really hoping that we'll spend a little time on the Scrap Koenig today. I think that would be fun. I do also just feel like, golly gee, we should also do some syruping, because we haven't really been doing much of that lately. We're going to have to go down to the Federation. I know we don't have any barrels here. So it's not going to be ideal, but we kind of just have pine on hand, so will that still light? Hey, nice. Still lit. Getting kind of low on, well, no, still over halfway on this torch. We'll light that, I guess. Yeah, look, the reservoir's really filling up. So we're just going to go for it. We just got to get down there and get our barrels back. We need those suckers. And then will we make it to the Scrap Koenig on this game day? I don't know. I don't know if we will. It's already getting kind of late. It's 2 p.m. already. So it's feeling not very likely like we'll get to the Scrap Koenig on this game day. But I would like to make that a priority in the coming days. Still got those 2 barrels. Nice. Haul ass on down. And then I gotta remember that, dude, this is a race. Maybe we should try to win some races or something this episode. I don't know. That might be fun. I have so much fun. I mean, I'm sure you can tell from watching the stream, but I have so much fun just fiddling around with the chores and making the money and building the car that sometimes I build the car and I go, okay, cool, we did it. Just completely disregarding that there's a whole fucking game of racing shit, But I do want to build that Scrap Koenig. My long-term plans for it are to make it more of a street racer, which I'm sure I've talked about at length. Kind of wonder if I'm going to the Federation, can I just straight up as the crow flies, just whoa. I saw we pitched one, see in the rear view mirror there. I guess I could have gone to the poutine place for the snack shack first. Oh, I got can lid still. Lol. Get out of the way. Get off the parking brake. Yeah, the snack shack's already kind of out of the way. I'm pretty confident that in the future we could figure out these bumps on the curb are real. Oh my god, we almost just lost another. Yeah, the bumps are kind of making it so that even if we could find a route and really take it at speed, we might just lose a barrel every time. And I mean, that wouldn't be worth it, certainly. I gotta get these fries out of my cab. They're driving me crazy, man. Yeah, look at all these. God, I must not have picked up barrels for days. Go back through the VOD. Tell me how long it's been. Has it been since Monday this week? It probably has, huh? It's been since Monday this week. And we're going to be so absolutely laden with barrels now that it is going to be very scary bringing them all back home. In fact, that one I got leaned up on the wheel well right there. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know about that one. We're just going to be gentle. I'm going to hope that the egg carton effect helps us out here. And that by really packing them tight, we're not going to have anything happen that we might regret. So yeah, let's just limp out of here. Get some gas, drop off these gosh darn fries. So they stop driving me crazy. They drive me crazy. I wish the side view mirrors worked. Be kind of cute. I should be more thankful every day that I did that brake job, because, oh man. You can feel it. I know I say it all the time, so maybe I am thankful. I don't know. This looks like about the same amount of barrels that we left with. I'm just gonna say that it is. I'm just gonna say that it, hey, we can talk to Jacques and get our max friendship, which is buy gas whenever we want, even when the gas station's closed. Which, as far as friendship bonuses go, you know, not the world's most impactful one, but it has the ability to come in handy in a pinch. And it can also make it so that if I'm ever down here late night, like doing carboy stuff, it could save me a trip to the gas station because I could just get gas while I'm down here at night. So, like, it's not the world's worst perk. Yeah. That's right. Alright, let's drop off these fries so I don't have to keep looking at them anymore. One. Do. Alright, now let's get the barrels back more or less intact. That would be ideal. I should not get up to 4th gear like I am. Especially because we're turning now. That looks fine. I feel like we still have them all. Really just taking it easy. Taking it easy. Don't you fucking do it. Oh my god. That guy's driving like they drive in my neighborhood. Like they drive in my horrible, horrible neighborhood. Only real ones who have been watching the series since the beginning will remember that one. Yeah, we're just gonna. Hey, look, the furnace is still going. That's nice. Yeah, okay. Here we are. I mean, that sure looks like all of them. I'm gonna go so far and say that, yeah, that's all of them. We did it. Good job, us. The furnace is still miraculously just barely lit. Maybe scrap Koenig tomorrow. Could be kind of nice. Could be nice. Oh my god. What has physics done to me? We're just gonna, you know what? we're just gonna leave it like that. I got an arrangement with physics. It's like he has an arrangement with gravity. What's that? Is that Churdley's that I'm making a reference to? Is that him from the take the trash out sketch? I don't know. Comment below. My new bit is I say comment below about everything. Comment below if you like the comment below bit. Vote now on your phones. Hell yeah. I'm loving this. Oh, yeah, look at it. It's magnificent. Here, we'll just put that one right there. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. That's great. Excellent. And we'll just take this little guy off the top here from his little perch, and we'll just kind of spin him a couple times, and then put him right there. Oh, yeah. It's all lined up and flowing just right. And I think because pine is a piece of shit, it's already time to put some more in. Good job there. And the reservoir is not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. We got gas in a can. Head on back home. Maple syrup. Getting kind of high on the maple syrup need. We'll come back and check on the furnace, and we'll drink maple syrup over there later at some point. Dude, I am like the king of growing pot right now. Look at this. Look at all these. God damn. God damn. I got at least 2 ready. And I'll pick them up. Do my chores. We're choring. Fuck driving cars and doing shit like that. We choring this motherfucker. If you don't like it, you can... Well, don't get out. I want you to stay. I want you to stay and be my pal. You don't have to. I mean, I guess you can get out. If you want to get out, like, do you. And it's your life, you know. But, like, you should stay. It's kind of cool. I mean, I'd appreciate your viewership. I'm going to forget this shit if I leave it over here. Do I have a tater ready? I don't. Boom. Yeah, I'll find that. I'll see that. I can roll 2 more packs, which is not enough for a big pack, but it's something. And I don't have... I can condense that, which is enough for 1 more pump on the cutter. I just thought of something I was gonna... Oh yeah, I was gonna fill up the Jenny. And Jenny, darling. And then it'll be about time to go check on that furnace. Should we just eat poutine now? Probably not. But then again, I mean, money's kind of no big deal now these days. I still have the left tail light in the floor. What are those, bolts? Did I leave bolts over here? Oh, did I just not unload this from last time? Oh, that's can lids. I gotta remember, the tail light... It's not that I didn't unload it. It's that I didn't own it at the time. That's the problem. I didn't own it at the time. And I should just eat some poutine. Money's no object anymore. And, like, I got 2 poutine already at 69. Why not? Check the dang furnace. Furnace. Why you love to golf? Why you love to golf, Furnace? My hobby is making references to shit that only I know. Though I don't know. I mean, I'm not that unique. That one was that was a Tyler the Creator bit. I mean, like he's pretty popular. So I don't know if you've heard of him, but Tyler the Creator is really not that obscure. Though I don't know. I mean, that is kind of from his older body of work, and I feel like that's not nearly had the staying power that his more like post Flower Boy kind of redesign body of work has had, which is understandable because I mean as art, I think the Flower Boy including and post content is you know, I think not only is it better as just an art piece, but I think it's also more true to who Tyler is as an artist. And And I mean, obviously, that's to be celebrated. I think it's cool that the guy was able to really, express his voice and become, really who he is. To thy own self be true, right? Uh, but this is all to say that I don't think motherfuckers are still out here quoting the ad campaign to Goblin anymore. When he was doing his character Thurnus. Though I don't know. Maybe we still are. Maybe we still are talking about that. Look up Thurnus Haley. THURNIS space HALEY. And you'll see Tyler the Creator. He's being that jackass version of himself that he was in the Goblin era, and it's annoying, but I loved it because I was also his age and an annoying jackass of that age, and sometimes young men, they just be on that shit. They just be doing that when they're that age, and sometimes it is fucking funny a little bit. Not that Tyler is not still funny, by the way. Tyler's incredibly witty, funny, intelligent, fucking cool-ass motherfucker. At least that's how I feel. How do you feel? Vote now on your phones. How many lids I got in this motherfucker anyway? 14? Well, there's about to be goddamn 26. Because that's math. Should we go on fast night? We should probably go on fast night now, huh? Because, I mean, again, we're kind of at that point now where we're just like, we're just kind of letting the machine do its thing. I got a great idea how we can pass the time while we're waiting to burn down the reservoir, though. We keep driving by that birch over there. It's all chopped down. It's like right over here, right? Am I crazy? Or is it over? Where's the birch? Vote now on your phones. I will not stop saying that. Send me a text. Send me a text in real life. If you have my number and you're watching this, there's the birch. If you have my number and you're watching this in real, just send me a text in real life and say, "Hey, there's the birch." I'll go, thank you. Thank you for sending me a text, loved one, friend and family. And if you don't have my phone number, leave a comment. Put it down in the comments. Say, hey, there's the birch. I want you to know I'm so impulsive and crazy. I got like real close to just handing out my number right now on the stream. To just being like, yeah, just text me in real life, dear viewer, anyone who stumbles across this random ass YouTube video. But maybe I'll chill on that. Oh, look, there's more. I should make an email just for this YouTube account. So you can send me, so no one can, again, no one watches this shit. So my imaginary viewership can send me electronic post. My imaginary viewership sending me imaginary mail. I'll have to talk about that one in therapy, won't I? Woo. Woo doggy. What do we got going on in here? Yeah, I kind of figured. We're on triple speed. We're on triple speed, baby. Just throw 3 of those suckers in there. I kind of feel like I didn't do the best job I could have here. Because, like, I can do this, and this, and this, and that, and this, And that's gonna be easier. We're really chewing through that reservoir now, huh? That's good. That's good. Oh, there's the birch. Oh, thanks for your text. Thank you for your text. They somehow went back in time to tell me where the birch is. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Turns out it was in the bed of the truck the whole time. Wow. That's cool. That's just great. This is gameplay. We're doing the gameplay right now. That's what we're doing. Dude, I should read. I haven't been reading lately. I feel like I talk about that a lot on stream too. How I haven't been reading, but I want to. Every now and then I'll remember the shit I was reading and I'll go, damn, that shit was good. What am I doing? Why am I doing this instead? I'm doing this with my time instead of reading the masters, the greats, getting inspired by art and shit. Holy. Golly jeez. I don't know. That was an do you see that one? I haven't seen that happen before. Something weird went with physics on that one, huh? I feel like I gotta just pop in there real quick and throw one in. Yep. It's time. Running the log splitter at night on 3 times speed means it's burning through that little ass gas can. Little ass gas tank 3 times as fast. Oh my god. The humanity. The absolute fuel inefficiency of it all. We gotta go to bed soon. Start a new day. Good news is, I really think we chewed through the whole backed up reservoir there. Got some good syrup in it. Yeah, we used that whole gas can in there. Which is great. It's great. It's good to keep on top of that. Yep, that one's full. And I think we'll drink from the reservoir again there. Do we have much? No. I think we just load these 3 here. In fact, we're going to turn fast nights off. I think we just load a little birch in to get that long burning bonus. And that way we'll just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is going to burn all night when we go to bed. That's pine, but I think it'll be fun. Yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, we don't even want it. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Go to sleepy sleep. Oh, we're still in reverse. Oh, that's good. That's good. Cut the ignition there. Turn off the lights. A pest. A pest. Oh my god, pests everywhere, left and right. It's a pest apocalypse. All right, cool. Pest apocalypse averted. To sleepy sleep. Here we are, bright and early at 9:19 a.m. We don't have any gas to put in the Jenny. And there's not going to be any syrup really in the reservoir, so to speak. Oh, we're getting a little snow today. Isn't that interesting? But But let's check the plants. We'll check the plants. There's some potate. Got a little bit of potate. Very frustrating. Turns out I could have just used one basket, but whatever. I was trying to be efficient. Bam. We got fries. We got potate. Wow, we got a seed on each potate here. Look at that. That was we doubled. That was exponential growth on those potate. It's fun to say potate. I'm just gonna guess that some of these plants are ready to go. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Yep. Ugh, I wanna pick it, but I also don't want to overcap. We went all the way up to 96% on that basket. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. A big one. Behold my weed. Jealous. I know that we had a 99 here. Yeah, we got like a 99, a 98. It's a shame. They're just gonna have to come back and get them later in the day. Because we gotta go move on and do other stuff. I noticed the plants are watering themselves, and I wonder if it's because the snow. It seems to be the snow. We need to dig 7 more guys here. Oh boy. Oh dear. I don't. There it is. Okay. I was like, I don't know what the hell. Yeah, look, they are watering themselves. Interesting. It must be an effect of the weather. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. All right. Plants mangled. Weed, we can make one more. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy mama. Pump's been running for an hour and a half, but it occurs to me, because I've never thought about this before, does the pump work when it's snowing? Because it says the pump doesn't work at night because it says it's too cold, right? So when it's snowing, no, that's definitely syrup. So the pump is working. All right. Heard, damn it. Get some birch in there because I'm going to be away. Pine's great, but you do kind of have to be in the neighborhood, right? By pine's great, I mean pine sucks ass. Pine sucks ass and we hate it, but we use it because it's around. We use it because I foolishly planted a bunch of it way back in the... How long? What the heck? How did that... All right, don't think about it. We caught it, we found it, and that's the most important part. The important part is we saw that it was there. And we'll do that one and that one and that one, and let's get the frick out of here. Might be a nice day to go work on that scrap cooning a little bit, huh? I know I'd sure like to do it. Oh, we still have those 3 barrels somehow. I wonder, should I buy a trailer? Should I buy a trailer to pull the scrap Koenig home? I kind of wanted to drive it home, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, it's kind of annoying because I'd have to either drive a truck out there and then leave the truck and then walk back and get in the truck and drive the truck home at some point, or I'd have to drive the truck home first and then walk back to the. So either way, I'm walking the length of the house to the scrapyard, just one direction or the other, right? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll see, how much for another tank, by the way? About 10,000 bones. Could be a good one. Whoa, ho, ho, that was a close one. Maybe we'll see just how much one of the trailers costs. Because, you know, I doubt it'll be the one and only time we ever use the trailer. And it seems like a nice little bit of functionality to have, you know, the ability to tow a vehicle behind us. So let's just see what that costs like. Kind of out of our range right now. We'll keep it in mind. I think we're just going to go to the scrap Koenig because, well, frankly, I want to work on it. And we're going to miss out on a little syrup efficiency, but, you know, that's all right. Because right now we're kind of playing the long game a little bit. Like, we're not going to go out and buy a bunch of Prinz parts, right? The hatchback. Because we still have a whole nother Koenig to build. That is coming. Don't get me wrong. It's coming. We are going to want to build the Prinz sooner rather than later. But I'm thinking that really what we need is, at this point, we want the maple syrup upgrades. And they cost a pretty penny. And I think that really what we're looking at is going to be several in-game weeks going by to get those, because they are quite expensive. And, you know, you can kind of wring out a few more barrels here and there in the short term and get like a couple thousand extra dollars every week. Not even a couple. You could probably, at my current stage of production and just sort of what I'm capable of in my current setup, I probably, if I really just like nose to the grindstone, just focused on just syrup all day, every day for the whole week, I could probably wring out about $1,000 extra every week. And, you know, that means a whole lot more when you're just buying car parts. But when you're saving for, you know, tens and tens of thousands of dollars for syrup upgrades, well, you know, you're kind of looking at the difference between, you know, like 12 weeks and 10 weeks, right? And so it's just not as big of a percentile difference. And so I'm just kind of thinking, like, whatever. Let's. Ooh, did we lose one? I think we lost one. Oh, well, whatever. It's all good. It's fine. Well, knowing we'll probably find it. It's not really the end of the world. But yeah, I think I'd rather just have a little more fun and kind of play around. And we already put a seat in this one and everything. And I think I checked last time, but I wanted to just grab a look here real quick. Yeah, so we do have suspension. It's just rusted to shit. Do we have shocks? We have shocks and everything, right? No, we don't have shocks, huh? Oh shit, I forgot we wanted to buy shocks. Well, that's okay, right? Is that okay? Is that okay? Can I do everything else and then put shocks in? I don't think I can, actually. I think I gotta put shocks in, like, now. But that's okay, because there is actually stuff we can work on. Like, we can put a transmission in, and we can put the exhaust in, and the muffler in. So we'll do that. Get on there. Boom, transmission. We'll do that. Get our ranch. And then... should we just go get the shocks now? No, I want to make a little progress, even if it's not much. I just want to do a little something. I just want to do a little something. And we'll just put, like, the exhaust on and the muffler on, and then that might literally be all we can really do for a while. That might just kind of straight up be it. And if that's the case, that's okay. That's fine. I have no idea what I just put a bolt into up there. Probably the intake. Probably the intake, and that's all right. We'll get that all taken care of, all that squared away. So, what do I got here? Is this... yeah, I got started on the exhaust way ahead of time. All right, that needs to go. What do we screw in that way? More get out of the way, exhaust stuff. Maybe I should just slap that exhaust on now, since it's kind of getting in the way of me putting these dang bolts in. I think I just may. As a matter of fact, I will. It's annoying me, and therefore... honestly, I think I'm going to leave it this color. I think I mentioned that before, but, like, I'm kind of feeling this color, dude. Boom. Exhaust. Excellent. I think we're missing a bolt kind of top center on that transmission there. I like this pit design here for working on this car. These exist in real life. And I kind of wish you had the option to have a pit at home. Also, it's occurring to me that we might have to bring the jack stands to get this thing up a little higher to put the rotors and the tires and all that on. But maybe not. We'll see. We'll see just shortly. Or will we, since I since I didn't bring shocks. Fuck. Kind of feeling a little bad about that. Get this exhaust pinned in place. I think they should add a feature to this game where you can slap on stuff and say, that ain't going anywhere. Because is it really a game where you work on stuff and fix things if you can't slap on something and say, yep, that ain't going anywhere? You know, just like your father might have. Do just like the daddest of dad things in the dad game. Doesn't look like we really fully bolted in this intake. Or anything at all, really. So we'll just do that real quick. That's the exhaust manifold. Get that all squared away. Damn, shocks. We need shocks. And you know, we may as well get some strut bars. Because now is the easiest time to put some strut bars on anyway. You know? You know what I mean? Fuck. Really makes you think. Because if we do strut bars later, we're going to have to take a lot of this apart. So, like, why not, right? Oops, I fell through the car. Don't mind me. You know? Well, you know that normal mechanic feeling when you fall through your car? Follow for more relatable content. We can put a differential back here. Didn't we bring the clapped out stock differential? We did, didn't we? There it is. So, okay, good. This wasn't like a complete wash or anything. There was shit for us to do. We can even put like the headlights and the taillights and all that jazz in. What did that go up into? Oh, it went right there. Okay. Let's bring the bolts closer to us so we stop walking back and forth like a complete Neanderthal. Oh no, where'd I put the ranch? There it is. We're just putting in a differential. That's what we're doing. I really do have a tendency to just like shut up and zone out sometimes when I play this game. Because I find this whole part of working on the car to really be just like quite meditative in the best of ways, you know? Everything's just like, yep, that's right, in the square hole. Put that in, oh, that goes right there, in the square. There's a tail light right there. We got a tail light right here. We got a headlight right here. We got a headlight right here. An ECU, we got to put the ECU in. Oh, hey, I think we discovered this last time, but I forgot that it does come with a stock ECU. But that's okay. We have our nice fancy ECU now. Give me that. This is officially garbage. Good news. Good news, though. We're right next to the garbage place. Hey, that's $4. 4 bones. 4 Canadian ass dollars. Hell yeah. We'll put this right in here. Go ahead and put that in. Now I think it's time to put our headlights in. Is that a shifter knob? I brought a shifter. Do I even need it? I think the transmission comes with a shifter, right? Am I crazy? Oh my god. We can put it on and it kind of looks ugly. That's great. We'll just we'll just leave that ugly ass shifter there till we get a cooler one. screw in our headlights, and then you know, honestly, like, we come back here with shocks, strut bar or two, we're driving this thing out of here. Isn't that exciting? I might make this cream color a little more brown. Really go kind of 70s Beamer with it. Tail lights are in. Heck yeah. Let's put the passenger side seat in. We've never had a passenger side seat in a car before. Because we're usually about that weight reduction. You know what? It doesn't look like there's a bucket seat back here either. There isn't. So we'll have to get the rear bench seat for this car as well. So we're in the market for some strut bars. We're in the market for a rear seat. And technically we could buy like doors and shit, but I don't really feel like we need to do it right now. We can do that later. And then we'll put all this other stuff in. Did we actually inflate these tires and that's why we don't have a tire pump here? We did. We actually did already inflate these tires and that's why we don't have a tire pump here. Good to know. Let's get the heck out of here. Tomorrow's a new day. And we'll come back with the shocks. The strut bars. It'll be funny. The Scrap Koenig will have strut bars and my my other car won't. My much more well-built car will not have strut bars, but the Scrap will. I should have thought ahead. And I should have put the strut bars in earlier in the build. But now it's kind of a headache. We'll do it. We'll still do it. We'll just have to take a bunch of stuff apart, and then put the struts on, and then put all the shocks back on, and blah, blah, blah. It'll be just mildly annoying. Mildly annoying, just like running into that tree. I think we did dump a barrel, and if we did, I feel like it would actually be kind of like right here. I'm not seeing it. When you're not thinking about it, you really lose stuff to those whoops and jumps right there. I say whoops and jumps, by the way, because that's what they say in Dirt Rally. You ever played Dirt Rally? Ho, 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 what a game. Oh, man. Maybe I should do a series where I play Dirt Rally for a while. I don't think I'd be very good radio if I did Dirt Rally, because it's a game that demands so much of my focus when I play it. I'm pretty sure I would just be like slack-jawed, just like eyes glazed over, like locked in while I was playing Dirt Rally. Like there'd probably be no commentary whatsoever when I'm playing Dirt Rally, because it's another one of those games that I like it, but like I'm really not that great at it, so like everything's kind of difficult for me. I should go all the way to the Sugar Shack. Everything's kind of difficult for me, you know. I don't have a firm grasp on the... Oh, it's gonna be Saturday tomorrow. Is the carport store even gonna be open? I'm definitely not checking the wiki right now. I'm definitely not looking at the wiki right now. Don't worry about it. It's not even going to be open tomorrow. Look, we can't get our shocks. We missed our opportunity. Oh man, the Scrap Koenig's gonna continue to elude us for another whole ass weekend. Oh brother, no. Not like this. Not like this, dude. I'm tempted to like rip the shocks out of another car. But I won't. I won't do it. I bet you we're capped on the... No, we're not capped on the reservoir. Alright. Interesting. Jeez. I'm like so amped up to finish the Scrap Koenig. I mean, part of me wants to just like... try to repeatedly sleep through the weekend. You know? You know what I mean? Just waiting for this to heat up a little bit so I can take a slurp. How are these coming? 41? Pretty good. God, that's a lot of maple. Yeah. We got a bunch of maples. Oh, we could prune. Oh ho ho. We really could do quite a prune. Very interesting. Very interesting. We just may do that soon. Drink from the reservoir there. And... Woohoo! Man, I am really bummed. I am really, really frickin' bummed about not being able to finish the Scrap Koenig today. I don't like that. Don't like that. And I know, it's conic. Why am I so annoying to myself? And every time I say Koenig because I prefer it, every time in my head I correct myself. Myself, bro. Myself. And I go, actually it's conic. Why am I know... Why is my brain correcting me for doing a thing I'm consciously doing wrong? What the hell? Something's wrong about that. Something about that ain't right. I did it again, ladies and gentlemen. He did it again. He set him down for a second. Where are they? There's no earthly way of no... Well, you win some, you lose some. Bummer about that. But, it just means we got a lot ahead of us to do this weekend. So that's cool. Whoa, we can like jump up there into that little guy, huh? Nope, not all the way up and out, I don't think. No. I was hoping maybe I could clip through it or something, but geometry seems pretty solid. Though not that I've tested it rigorously as a speedrunner might. Um, we do have quite a bit we can do this upcoming weekend. Obviously, there's plenty of syruping to do here. That's always a good time. Do a big prune. Get we could loop in all the pipes, all the taps and hoses that we have on hand. We can do that. Racing. We can do some racing this weekend. That'll be good. I think we will definitely do that. Let's go home, eat some poutine real quick. I think we're going to be ending it this one pretty soon, though. Another hour-long episode or so. Just going to square some things away at home here, and then we'll see to that. But at least we got the scrap Koenig in a place now where, like, we just got to stop at a store, buy, like, one little batch of things that, oh, baby, will we be able to afford? Because, I mean, like, our paycheck's going to hit over the weekend. So we'll, like, super, super, super be able to afford all the parts and stuff that we want. I think we're going to put it on fast night. What am I doing? Brake. Brake's what I'm doing. Yeah, well, we'll get those coilovers. Get some strut bars. We can even work on the Koenig we have at home, the off-road Koenig. We could put the strut bars in over there. That could be another fun weekend project. I'll look forward to that on the next episode as well. Do we have a charge on the... We do have a charge on the portable console. We'll... No birch, huh? Did I already burn through all the birch I slung in there? We'll get a nice restock on the furnace. And then we'll pass the time. We'll fast forward with the console to save. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. Beautiful. Wonderful. Stupendous. I mean, I guess there's no point in loading the furnace because this is literally where we're going to load in next time. So that's it for this episode of Mindless Bazou. I guess there's also no point. Just quit doing stuff. There's no point. There's no point in doing any of this. Just to stop moving. You're just going to have to do it all again. Okay. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Mindless Bazou. It's always a pleasure to have you. If you're doing something fun, hey, I hope you keep doing that, If you're not doing something fun, then I hope that changes soon. If you're at work and you're stressed out about your job, I hope you hang in there, because everything's going to be all right. And, things get us down sometimes, but everything's impermanent. Nothing lasts forever. The tide always changes, and something new always starts. And the fact that everything ends and the fact that everything's impermanent, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. So keep that in mind at all times, please. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I love having you, and I'll see you next time on Mindless Bazou when we, blast through a weekend and get that Koenig running. Heck yeah. Have a good one.